Muy buenas tardes a todas y a todos. Ahora nos toca las eliminatorias en inglés de mi tesis en 3 minutos. Aquí participan todas aquellas personas que al momento de inscribirse al concurso solicitaron también participar en inglés por el premio de 10,000 pesos adicionales y existen de todas las unidades de la UAM y también de todas las áreas del conocimiento. Para entrar un poquito en calor, voy a pasar a inglés porque aquí también lo vamos a trabajar de esa forma y entonces, pues, ¿por qué no ponerme a prueba? A mí también voy a estar haciendo la traducción simultánea de nuestras diapositivas, si me lo permiten. What is my thesis in 3 minutes? It's a contest created by the University of Queensland in Australia, where the search is for students to be able to communicate to grow their abilities in communicating their thesis in simple terms in just 3 minutes. For a non-specialized public, we want people to be able to transmit their investigations to their parents, to their siblings, and to other people. Siguiente, por favor. And in this particular case, although we are an official university that's paired with the contest at an international level, we do have to keep the name of thesis because it was originally planned only for students in a PhD program. But in our case, at UAM, we are doing it for those on an undergraduate level, at a master's level, and a doctoral level. So any project that gives them their title we call them a thesis, and then they're able to participate in today's contests. So we're actually in our first stage. The first stage is quarterfinals. This is the last part of our quarterfinals. So we're doing the English section of this contest at last. And after that, we're going to have our semifinals and our finals. The finals will be, uh, you have to be present at our Rectoría General, and that will happen late October and November. Siguiente, por favor. So, together with us, we do have a jury today that's going to evaluate the presentations of all our students are participating today. And we have one block today, and we have an additional block later in this week. But what are our jury evaluating? So remember that there's only one screen that they're able to show. That screen has no movement, no animations, no video, no audio. It's only one person presenting together with their shared screen. They can't have anything in their wardrobe, anything on the background. They can't have music, anything. We're just hearing them present their research, and we're seeing their shared screen. Remember that anyone that exceeds the 3 minute time will be automatically disqualified. And our jury will be evaluating concepts in comprehension, content, and communication of knowledge, together with the correct construction in English. Their pronunciation in English is not being graded. And what is not being graded either is the quality of the research. We want to grade exclusively the way they're communicating their research for a non-specialized audience. It's completely prohibited to be able to read. So they have to know it by heart, and they will be saying it by memory. So we gave our students different tips. They also had a 2-day course together with us. So they all had the same knowledge on how to present and how to do their slide correctly. So we told them what date they were going to present. We asked them to have their best internet connection at home or at work. They know that if they go over the 3 minute limit, they will be disqualified. We will be sharing the slide. They will only be talking and we will see them in the little screen, like in the one I'm right now. They should be in a silent place because it's their own 3 minutes of time, so they need to be concentrated and focused. We ask for the best quality of audio because we want to hear them. And remember, it's completely prohibited to read. Next slide, please. And our jury, which you will not see, they will be working backstage, and I will present them in a few minutes. They do have this is what they're going to be evaluating from a value from 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest score and 5 being the highest. The first thing they're going to be evaluating is if the oral presentation gives the background and the importance of the research that is being presented. On the second term, they will be evaluating if the concepts, the key ideas, and relevant people to the investigation are being showcased in the oral presentation. In the third term, they will be checking if there is a clear description of the conclusions, results, and the impact of the research. On a fourth term, they will be evaluating if the oral presentation was clear and if the language was appropriate for a non-specialized audience. Among our jury today, we have people that are specialized in the subject and people that are not. Those juries that are not specialized on the subject, they need to understand the general idea of the presentation. If it is well done, then it is a success by our students. On a fifth term, they will be checking if the slide is well defined and if it is a support to the oral presentation of our students. And on the sixth term, they will be checking if the oral presentation is enthusiastic, if it maintains the attention of the audience. There are two additional things that will be graded in the English language and today, and I will talk about that in a few seconds. But remember, you are not grading the quality of the research. For our prize in English, there's 10,000 pesos reserved for the person that is best evaluated by our jury. But also remember that two additional things that are being graded today just because we're doing this in English. The first one is if there's a coherent grammatical construction in English, at least if the sentences make any sense in English. The second is the clearness of the discourse presented in English. If it has a beginning, a middle, a climax, and then the end, if it all binds together in a coherent way. So that's the second thing that our jury will be grading today, giving the English part of this of my thesis in 3 minutes. We will not be grading pronunciation, and I recall that to our jury that's working together with us today. Next, please. And behind scenes, you won't be seeing them, but they have given us their time. They're very kind in being here today. We have 5 jury members that will be grading our different oral presentations. So we have Dr. Yolosochitl Sanchez from Pauta Asociación Civil Adopte un Talento. Thank you very much, Yolosochitl. We have people from the U.S. Embassy, and I thank Miriam Carrillo from our team very much for being able to bring these people into our My Thesis 3 in 3 minutes. So we have Daniel Rocha from the U.S. Embassy. We have May Alba as a U.S. alumni. We have Nomara Parana as a U.S. alumni. And we have Fatima Rocha also as a U.S. alumni. So all the grading is in your hands. Thank you very much for being with us today. And if we go to the next one, please. Now I will turn the camera over to Oriana. Oriana, ¿cómo estás? Buenas tardes.
Hola, hola. Muy bien, very good. Yo no sé si hablan inglés o en español, pero muchas gracias. Bueno, vamos a hacer una combinación para que el público que nos está viendo también no se sienta forzado a escuchar y hablar en inglés. Y entonces voy a hacer unas partes en inglés y unas partes en español. So welcome everybody. I'm going to introduce our first contestant. He is Alejandro León Ramírez from Coajimalpa. I want to tell you that this contest is going to be really interesting because before this, we have had 5 different competitions, each one just talking about one topic. But in English, we are going to have participants from all the different subjects. So it's going to be really nice. And the first one is Alejandro León Ramírez. He is from Coajimalpa and he is a contest in the category of CNE, so natural science and biological sciences. So welcome, Alejandro. How are you?
Hi, a little bit nervous, but I think that all is going to be okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Also, this is the first time that we are actually speaking in English and doing the Mi Tesis en 3 Minutos contest in English. So you are going to be our first contestant, Alejandro. So good luck. I'm going to show your slide and then you can start the moment you want.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good luck.
Imagine that you go camping and you wake up in the middle of the night freezing. Oh, Alejandro, it was a terrible idea not to bring an extra blanket. Fortunately, the sun is rising and you can go out and take a sunbath. This is how the bacteria in ecosystems feels, the bacteria that I'm studying in my PhD. This bacteria needs the light to get some nutrients and to survive. But not only that, this bacteria likes to travel in company, just like us, that we prefer to hang out with some friends before going into a party. So the research problem would be to analyze all these different pathways that the bacteria can take in order to successfully reach the light. And with the use of mathematics, we analyze the different variables and conditions. To better understand this, imagine that your crush is in the party that I just told you before. So the problem in here will be how to talk with her at the end of the night. Just start imagining all these possible scenarios in your head. So the first scenario would be you go directly with her and start talking, and she finds out how amazing you are. This for the bacteria would be like you have a simple equation that can lead you to the light. Sounds so easy, but we know that nature is more complex than this. That leads us to our second scenario. You're a little bit shy, you need moral support to go talk to her, so you need a mutual friend to introduce you. For the bacteria, will be to ignore the first impulse to go directly into the light and look for a partner. Okay, so that, in mathematically speaking, would be more complex equation with non-linearities, and you will need different mathematical methods to analyze this. Okay, so many things can go wrong in a party, right? You can feel a little bit dizzy. Maybe your ex is in that party. Maybe you have competence with because another guy likes also your crush. And this in the bacteria will be you have nutrient barriers, you have enzymes, you have different conditions like temperature and viscosity. At the end, we found out 41 solutions for the bacteria to successfully reach the light and take the sunbath. As always, mathematics trying to explain how nature works. And that will be all. Thanks.
Very good, Alejandro. I don't know if you are good on science, but I think you're really good organizing parties.
Thank you very much. Maybe.
You have to invite us to the next one.
Yeah, maybe with the prize.
Well, yeah, it's a good prize actually. So
yeah.
Good party. Okay, so how did you feel, Alejandro?
I so nervous. I think that I forgot some of my dialogue, but I don't know. Maybe I have to look at the video again.
Well, yeah, don't worry. The video is going to be there so you can actually see it and be ready and get ready for the next stage, because probably we are going to see you here again.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, thanks to you, Alejandro. What do you want to say to the people who came here to support you?
This is an amazing opportunity because you can also know how to present the things that you already know, but in 3 minutes it's just like a super task. So I'm proud to be in here.
Well, thanks a lot, Alejandro. And then in English is a double task. So thanks a lot for taking the chance and the opportunity to be here. And good luck.
Okay, thank you very much.
Goodbye, Alejandro. And we have comments. You can put your comments in Spanish or in English, so don't worry. But we have Aide Maldonado who is saying, Yay! And then she say, You are the best. So over there you have a lot of support, Alejandro. And now I'm going to introduce our second contestant. She is Aranza Maria Martinez Moya, and she's coming from Azcapotzalco, where she's studying as a postgraduate in also natural sciences and engineering. So how are you, Aranza?
Hello, I'm fine, and you?
Good. Ready to listen to your presentation. So I'm going to put your slide, and you can start at any time. Good luck, Aranza.
Hello, my name is Aranza, an environmental engineer and graduated from UAM Azcapotzalco, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Madin Dam and how to decontaminate it. The Madin Dam provides drinking water to several municipalities in the state of Mexico, including mine. Many years ago, I was passing by and I realized that it had turned into a giant soccer field. Yes, grass on the water. Very convenient for me, by the way, as I love playing soccer. Of course, the response I received from my mom in that moment didn't leave me satisfied at all. And it didn't seem normal to me that it had grown so much grass on the water so fast. After doing some research, I discovered that it's actually a plant called water hyacinth, a species present in almost every ecosystem, and due to its high reproductive capacity and resistance, it is considered as a plague in many countries. It turns out its growth is a result of excessive water enrichment caused by irregular wastewater discharges that contain high levels of nutrients and pollutants. Nevertheless, rapid growth is just one of the relevant characteristics of water hyacinth. As it can use its roots to extract metals from the water, and therefore it can decontaminate water bodies containing metals. So, I took the highest metal concentrations registered in Madin Dam and put water hyacinths in that contaminated water for 8 straight weeks. During this time, I made analysis every 15 days, replacing them with clean water hyacinths. The results allowed me to demonstrate two important theories. First of all, water hyacinths are capable of extract metals from the water and decontaminate it. And second, metal greatest extractions occurs during the first 15 days of exposure. In other words, if a control growth system of water hyacinths were implemented with extraction cycles and replacement every 15 days, it could be an effective strategy for decontaminating water bodies as large as the Madin Dam. And there you have it. That's how I managed to propose a remediation method for an environmental problem in my community. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Aranza. Very good time. And I remember when you present this in Spanish that we talked a little bit about your inspiration. So it's really nice to hear you now presenting in English. How was it for you?
It was a little bit more difficult for me to express myself, but I think that it was like a very good opportunity just to develop this this kind of express myself in English.
Yeah, even hyacinth, I think it's so
Yeah.
much more difficult than
Yeah.
speaking it in Spanish, but that's the language of science.
Exactly.
But very well done, Aranza. Thanks a lot for your effort and for introducing us now this environmental problem in English. So thanks a lot, Aranza, and good
Thank you.
luck. What do you want to tell to the people from Azcapotzalco and from natural sciences?
Well, that thank you for all the support I received, like for my the people that were there helping me, and that it could be good that they can like that they can take the opportunity and do this mi tesis en 3 minutos. I think that's a very good opportunity to express their investigations and their work.
Thanks a lot, Aranza. That's a very good advice, and I hope to see more people joining us in next year
Yeah.
contest. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And I also want to share with you that we decided to start this contest in English because we want that our people can join to the international contests that are going to be held in English. So probably the people who is going to win over here is also going to represent WAM in an international contest that is going to be held in English. So that's why we are speaking here. And now I'm going to introduce you to Aura Patricia Zavala Alvarez. She is coming from Xochimilco, where she is studying a bachelor degree, and she's from social sciences and humanities. How are you, Aura?
Hi, I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't worry, don't worry. You have already done this in Spanish, so just relax and just have a little bit of fun.
Okay. I will
You
try.
can do this, Aura. Good luck.
Thank you. So, hi, my name is Aura Zavala. I'm from sociology. I'm going to talk about the glance to classic Mexican film noir, which is the title of my exposition. So I have present these 3 movies: La Palma de tu Mano, El Suavecito, and the last one, El Esqueleto de la Señora Morales. So these 3 films are from Mexico, and the theme principle is about the film noir, and I'm gonna explain it like a little bit fast so you can have the idea of these movies. The first one is El Suavecito. No, I'm sorry. The first one is En la Palma de tu Mano, and the main character sees the future of the people in her hands. And it's dark. All the movies are like dark. There has suspense, drama, a lot of drama, and they have this influence from United States. So in the Second War, so that's like where they are so, I don't know, like this drama, no? And La Palma de tu Mano is about I told you, no, this person who see the future, and then he wants to be like more about the another social. So all the movies are like about this. They want to be another social society. The second one, the main character is like in a place where he's poor, and also he has these pachucos like ideas, and he wants to be from another society. And the last one, he's like in a social media, like between not higher, but he's not like so low. He's like in the middle, and he also wants to. He's like so. He hates like his wife, which is in the main in the movie, and he wants to kill her. And well, and like in conclusion, the three movies, the three main characters wants to be in another level of society, and that's what I study in my thesis. I think that'll be all. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Aura. And I remember we just spoke about these movies
Yes.
and where to find them. And you say that we could find them on YouTube and also
YouTube.
on Netflix. I think so.
No,
Or
they're
no,
on YouTube.
just on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I forgot to search for those, but now I'm going to do that because I'm curious about these three movies that you spoke over here. So thanks a lot, Aura. And also, I want to tell you that today you are our only contestant from a bachelor degree. So that's a very, very nice thing because you are being very brave. So thanks a lot, Aura. What do you want to tell to the people from Xochimilco where you are studying?
Well, I want to tell. I was nervous. I'm still nervous. My hands are like sweaty. But I never heard about this contest. My thesis in 3 minutes. No, I never heard. So I think no. I don't know. Maybe the people, the organizers should, I don't know, like give it more expansion because I never heard about it.
That's what we are trying to do. And with
But
all the people who is coming here, we want to expand.
Yeah, it's exciting also. And how the other Alejandro say, it's a task to say something in 3 minutes because you have more or less, and the time you're like with the pressure.
But it's a nice experience, and
Yes.
you can keep doing this, just not just with your dissertation, but with many, many, many things. So even the people who is watching, you can try this at home. Just speak about your favorite movie, your favorite book in 3 minutes, and you are going to have this sense of how is it to speak about a topic for 3 minutes. So thanks a lot, Aura, and good luck in the contest.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye. Okay, so now we are going to listen to our next contestant. She's Estefania Martinez Flores, and she's coming from Xochimilco, and she is already a graduated student. So how are you doing, Estefania?
Hi. I'm very nervous. I don't words to tell and
Don't worry, everyone here is really, really nervous. I know it's not easy to be speaking in a different language, so don't worry. You are winning just by being here. So give your best effort and have fun. Good luck, Estefania.
thank you. My name is Estefania Martinez Flores. I graduated for the biology degree at the Xochimilco Unite. And today I'm going to talk to you about cytogenetic techniques in fish. The importance of my work is because cytogenetics has made it possible to determine the set of chromosomes of various species and detect alterations in the chromosomes. Cytogenetic methodologies have been implemented in fish that differ in their phases, in the origin of the sample, in the culture medium, and in the exposure times to different regions. This has generated confusion in the application of the techniques in the quality and level of chromosome condensations. But do you know what cytogenetic is? Cytogenetics studies the distribution, organization, and segregation of the DNA that a living being has and can detect alterations in the chromosomes, which are structures found in the center of the cells that contain the DNA. Through different preparations, whether through tissue, blood, or cell culture. And for the chromosomes to be observed, a simulant is required that stops them in a specific phase called metaphase. In this phase, the chromosomes aligns in the center of the cell. Did you imagine that a drug like colchicine, which is used to treat gout, could have this effect on the cells of a living being like a fish? The process does not end there. It is necessary to color or stain the cells so that the cell can be visualized, and that is where the cytogenetic process ends. Thank you.
Thank a lot. Thank you a lot, Stefania. Well, you had a lot of time still over there. So, how was it for you? I know you were a little bit nervous. How are you feeling now?
I'm very nervous. It's difficult because I understand, but it's difficult for me to talk about it. I I don't have words to to express. I don't have.
Don't worry. Actually, you have over here some comments that, for example, they are saying, pero eres muy buena. Felicidades from Fatima R.A. So that's actually the important thing. And it's really, really good that you are trying and that you are improving over just by being here. So what do you want to tell to Fatima and to the people who is watching here today?
Thank you for watch, and I and I don't know.
Don't worry, Stefania. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for being here, and thanks a lot for having the chance. Sí, Liliana is saying, felicidades, Fanny, lo hiciste muy bien, eres la mejor. So you are having support from the people, and that's the important thing. It requires a lot of effort to be here, so don't worry, Stefania, you are doing it great. Thanks a lot for everything. Good luck. And yes, as we have been saying, it's not easy to came here and speak in 3 minutes, and it's not easier to be speaking here in English. So everyone is doing it great. Don't worry. I'm going to introduce now to Gabriela Isabel Vera Frias. She is from Azcapotzalco, and she is already graduated. How
Hi.
are you doing, Gabriela?
Oh, it's complicated, but we're here.
Nervous as everyone, so don't worry. And Gabriela is going to be talking about science and engineering, and I know a little bit of space. So let's hear your presentation, Gabriela. Good luck.
Okay. I don't. Okay. Here's my slide. Well, my name is Gabriela, and I'm here to remind you a question that you may have asked maybe sometime. Where are we and where we're going? Thinking about where we are involves a place in a space. Thinking about where we're going requires a change, a motion throughout the time. In physics, such motion is anchored to the concept of gravity, and I know Newton strongly resonates. Through his universal law of gravitation, he departs from outstanding philosophical ideas. One, that gravity is a force that everything possessing mass can experience, and two, that time perceived by everything is absolute, which means is the same for everyone. But how could we be so certain about it? What if the time of each one of us feels different from one another? Well, these kind of questions resonate in the minds of philosophers such as Kant, artists like Dalí, and scientists like Einstein. The 20th century arrived and the new understanding of the universe emerged. Relativistic theory reveals a gravity provided by geometry, where time is particular to each observer and depends on the deformation caused just by the matter. But how do we compare the time lag in space? To answer these questions, we developed a model based in a Schwarzschild solution for a black hole. And well, the Earth is not a black hole, but it has 6,000 trillion tons. So we position two satellites in orbit circles at half and a quarter of the distance between the Earth and the Moon. And we found a correlation so small that over the course of a year, it will only 300 of the second. Small, isn't it? Maybe. Well, maybe just in a human scale. But is there anything that works on these time scales? Well, the answer is yes, and it's here in your cell phone or your computers or your laptops and the processors. In 1975, the processors operate thousands of instructions per second, but technology advanced and the actual processors works in millions of instructions per second. And this system leak negligible and acquires value in the time when information exchange, telecommunications, and connectivity are fundamental for the functionation of our society. So this is the question, where we are and where we're going.
Very good, Gabriela, just in time. I was starting to get nervous about those red colors that were popping, but you had everything under control, and it's really good, and it's really interesting to see you mixing space with engineering and to answer how does time pass in space. So how did you feel?
Well, it's always exciting to share things about philosophical and physical topics.
It's really nice, and I can see your passion, Gabriela.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot. We had a chance to listen to you in Spanish and now in English. So we have the chance to understand even more about the time in space. So thanks a lot, Gabriela, and I hope you had a good time.
Thanks. See you soon.
See you soon. Goodbye. Okay, and now I'm going to introduce you our next contestant. He is Luis Alejandro Carrasco Sanchez. He's coming from Iztapalapa, and he's going to be talking about biological sciences. How are you, Luis Angel?
Hi there. I'm kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll do my best.
Don't worry. I think by this time, nervous is part of the contest. So don't worry. Take that in your favor and just have fun.
Thank you.
Good luck, Luis Angel.
According to the National Health and Nutrition Survey, there are 15.8 million people in Mexico with diabetes disease, but only a third part of them are unaware of having it. My name is Luis Angel Carrasco Sanchez, and I have a bachelor's degree in experimental biology from the UAM, and I'm going to talk to you a little about my final project. For a little context, we must understand diabetes disease as a metabolic disorder, which is characterized by the chronic hyperglycemia. In other words, high sugar levels in the blood that are induced by the resistance or low synthesis of a hormone called insulin. This hormone is secreted by the pancreas and is responsible for a series of signalizations that allows glucose to enter into the cell to obtain energy. Therefore, in diabetes disease, cells cannot obtain enough energy to work as they should. Nowadays, diabetes treatments are low efficient, and due to this, it has represented the third cause of death in our country, and without mentioning the renal and hepatic damage in the long term. And because of this, the pharmaceutical industry is looking for new and natural alternatives. So, This project proposes to use a natural component called FLAV1, which comes from the Spanish moss plant as a potential anti-diabetic, where the FLAV1 will be interacting with the AKT2 protein, which is fundamental in the energy obtaining process of the cell. And to prove this, we made computational modeling between the AKT2 protein and the FLAV1. And the results of this was a positive and spontaneous interaction, which indicates that FLAV1 could improve the glucose taken in blood from the cells. Furthermore, these results enhanced experimental research of this component because it gave us an idea of how this component could work, and at the same time, it helped to optimize future experimental conditions. To summarize, this project let us propose a new harmless alternative to actual therapeutics for diabetes disease. Thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot, Luis Angel. They were telling me here that I must tell you you are like Luis Angel or something like that.
Yeah. Yes, I wasn't Alejandra.
How did you feel?
I'm better now, actually. I mean, I already did this and I'm kind of free.
Exactly. Like after 3 minutes, you realize, oh, that was everything. So yeah, it's
The
good.
longest 3 minutes of my life.
Just for now, because if you get into the next stage, you are going to be here again. So
Oh no.
imagine if you win 10,000 pesos, then you're going to see those were the best 3 minutes in my life.
That's true. A good risk.
And I want to tell you that over here, Gerson Cruz, which I think is also one of our contestants, he is saying, I'm so proud of you. You are the best experimental biologist. What do you want to tell to Gerson and all the people that came here from Iztapalapa?
Well, I want to tell them that I'm so happy for you to be here with me today, and thank you for everything, for your support and everything.
Well, thanks a lot, Luis Angel. And also, we have a few messages from Fatima, who is also celebrating Gabriela, and she's saying, You are doing everything good. Lo están haciendo súper bien todos. No estén nerviosos. So, thanks a lot, Luis Angel.
Thank you.
And we have also a comment from our jury, Daniel Rocha, who is saying, Muy buenas presentaciones. So see, our jury is also enjoying, so don't worry. Okay, so all the next slides that I'm going to present is from people who is no longer going to attend the contest. So I'm asking the jury to just take notes that these people is no longer attending to the contest. So the first one is Luis Angel Castillo González. He is from Azcapotzalco. Luis Angel Castillo González, Azcapotzalco. Also, we have Alma Carla Buyoli Saavedra, as well from Azcapotzalco. Alma Carla Buyoli Saavedra, Azcapotzalco. Alfonso Mendoza Leal from Lerma. Alfonso Mendoza Leal from Lerma. Aurea Nictea Sánchez Espín from Iztapalapa. So Aurea Nictea Sánchez Espín from Iztapalapa. Giovanna Castillejos Saucedo from Coajimalpa. Giovanna Castillejos Saucedo from Coajimalpa. And that's all. But this is not all from our contest, because we are going to be seeing the next chapter of the English contest next week. It's going to be Monday 18, and we are going to listen to 14 more presentations in English. So our jury is going to be back, and I expect people from all our units to came here to listen to our other 14 contestants. And also after that contest, the next week, we are going to be giving the results of all the contests from this stage. So thanks a lot for all the people who came here, and thanks a lot for all the people who attend actually and present in English, because as we were saying, it's not easy. But thanks a lot. I was Oriana Trejo. Thanks a lot to all the team who is always in the back speaking and making this actually work. And thanks again to our jury. See you next Monday. Goodbye. Adiós. Muchas gracias.